Hello everyone, welcome to Quintedge. This is CAFRM Jan, and in this video we are going to discuss all the learning modules offered by Quintedge in its CIB program. So if you are planning to learn financial modeling, valuations, or if you are planning to join this course, I highly recommend you to watch this video till very end. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the bird's eye view in which I'm going to cover what all we do in this course, and then step by step I'll be telling you about each module. Okay, so we start with basics to advanced Excel. We learn Excel, Excel is a tool, we learn Excel so that we can do financial modeling. We learn a basic financial model so that when a real life data is presented to us, we can do modeling of it. So we learn advanced financial modeling post this. Okay, so all these are tools so that ultimately we can take a decision. Then we learn about M&A process, mergers and acquisition process. We learn about M&A documentation like definitive agreement, pitch books, etc. Okay, then we learn advanced finance. So we are learning advanced finance from the point of view of valuation. Okay, then we learn merger model. So M&A model, all the models that we prepare except this one. This one is a fictitious case study. Other than this, each of them is a working on listed company. Okay, then we learn about valuation, public company analysis. This is part of relative valuation. Then we learn about precedent transaction analysis. This is again part of relative valuation. Then we learn about football field analysis, where we put all the valuations that we have got using a particular method like public company analysis, precedent transaction. We have DCF, or maybe 52-week high-low share price. On an average, what have been the share price in last 52 weeks? Then we have discounted cash flow approach, DCF, very popular. Then we learn about LBO models, when one company or some PE firm is buying another company using lot of debt. Then we have oil and gas company modeling. Then module 13 is additions. So like I keep on updating this course once in a month. I keep on adding more and more modules. So maybe if you're watching this particular video after 6 months, you'll find 1, 2, 3 extra modules, right? Sometimes I replace these modules and make them better or update them, or sometimes I use this. Okay, so it's a ever growing course. So these are the additions. So as of today, altogether it's a 12 module course, and 13th one is under development. So what I'm developing right now is real estate model and banking company model. So maybe after some time you will see those two also over here. Okay, now the classes for this is conducted on weekdays as well as weekends. So inquire with the counselors about the classes. Now let us move ahead and let us discuss each module in detail. See, the purpose of teaching you Excel is so that you can use Excel. We need basically a spreadsheet software. What that spreadsheet software will do is will help us to present the calculation and do a lot of calculation. So any tool that can be used to present the calculation, I cannot use calculator to present the calculations, right? To present the calculation and do the calculation, I'm comfortable using it. Excel is something that the entire industry uses, not the Google Sheet or any of their spreadsheet software. So we also learn Excel. 99% of the industry uses Excel. Okay, so we learn basics of Excel, some advanced Excel formulas like index match, etc. We learn about finance also in this. So while I'm teaching you Excel, I'll give you finance problem here and there, and I'll teach you concepts of finance as well. Like I'll ask you to calculate levered return, CAGR, or maybe I'll ask you to calculate free cash flows, and we'll give you complex situations so that you can like apply those things in the classes directly. Okay, and then we have Excel test as well. So like in case you are comfortable with this, you can go and give this test. Okay, so that you can assess yourself. Now moving ahead, second module is basic financial model. So why we are learning basic financial model? So that we can prepare advanced financial model. In this basic financial model, we learn about basics of accounting, we learn about basics of finance. Again, telling you these concepts separately doesn't really make sense. So while I'm training you for all these things, I teach you the concepts of finance, accounting, etc. Okay, then we started with a case study. We call it as quantum innovations. We learned to set up a financial model, revenue sheet, P&L, fixed asset, debt schedule, balance sheet, working capital, cash flow statement. We also learn concept of free cash flows, quasi equity. We do a lot of ratio analysis. So this is where all the basic things are done. Now, this is the base knowledge that we have. It is almost 8 to 12 hours of exercise. We have one assignment also on this. Again, a fictitious case study only for this particular module. Apex innovation. So similar to this, I give you case study so that you can do practice. Then we move towards the third part, that is advanced financial model. So here complex accounting will be discussed, complex finance will be discussed. So we use data of some listed company. We learn to how do you actually get the historical data. Then we learn advanced accounting of operating leases, finance leases, how it is reflected in P&L, balance sheet, cash flow. DTA, DTL, stock-based compensation, so ESOPs, RSU, PSU, etc. Then we learn about goodwill and purchase price allocation. Then we learn about minority interest, non-controlling interest. Then we learn how do we like put all these things together and complete the balance sheet, complete the cash flow statement. We learn about many other things as well, like right of use of assets, dividends, buybacks, etc. We learn about debt schedule and cash flow statement. So this is a listed company data. We try to get the data and then we try to like forecast. Okay. And then we have one assignment on this as well, Boston Beer. So Boston Beer is another company. Similar to it, whatever we learn over here, you can find similar kind of line items there and you can try to forecast them. Okay. Now let us move ahead and let's discuss module number 4. Module number 4 is about M&A process. Here we learn how do you make the investment banking documents, and I show you a lot of examples as well. So like I tell you the entire process. In this entire process, lot of documents are involved. So teaser, pitch book, letter of interest, letter of intent, definitive agreement. We learn to prepare few of them. There is an assignment to create teaser. So we see a couple of teasers over here, an assignment to create it over PPT. Pitch books, it's a very dense material, so I don't expect anyone to create a pitch book in class because it takes at least 4 to 5 days, 8 hours each. So while I was working at an investment bank, if we start working on a pitch book, it will keep on getting updated as and when we start receiving the information from client. It takes around 1 week to complete this entire pitch book. This used to be a very dense document of maybe 200 to 300 slides and like 5 people are working. So not possible in class, but the whole intent is to tell you about all these things and give you the basic skills to make the PPTs. Okay, now module number 5, where we learn advanced finance. So we learn about enterprise value calculations. We learn about a more detailed version of enterprise value calculation, a full-fledged formula. We learn logic behind everything within EV calculation. We learn about dilutive shares calculation using treasury stock method and the normal method. We learn about multiples, how do you calculate LTM numbers, and cleaning of financials. And then I give you assignment to calculate the multiples, a cleaned multiples for Tesla. Then we move ahead and then we discuss merger model. So we prepare a very basic simple merger model where we learn about accretion and dilution, and then we dive into details about a deal, right? So a deal that actually happened. So we learn about how do you set up financials of acquirer, how do you set up financials of target. So financials include everything, P&L, balance sheet, cash flow. Then sources and uses of funds. So a typical merger is being financed by something. Stock, it could be a stock deal or maybe cash deal. Now, if it is a cash deal where the cash is being arranged from, a debt is taken or internal accruals are used, then we create a combined balance sheet. So here we don't focus on the forecasting part. I just want to tell you how does a combined company look like, and then combined income statement is also prepared. Okay. And then I give you assignment to track Microsoft and LinkedIn deal. So Microsoft acquired LinkedIn. So I give you assignment for that. Next one is about relative valuation. We learn the basics of relative valuation, the logic behind it, the principles of relative valuation. We have already learned a lot of things about it in the previous modules like EV calculation, multiple, cleaning of financials. We again work on a real life deal where one company acquired another company and we have to do valuation for this particular acquisition. Okay, so I give you details about this. Then we calculate pro forma EV, then we calculate EV of peers, we learn about convertible shares, then pro forma adjustments is done, forward multiple are calculated, then output is finally arrived at. This is one of the method, public company analysis. The next method is relative value. Within relative valuation, we have precedent transaction analysis. Again, so public company analysis, if I want to acquire TCS, or if I want to find value of TCS, I can use it. Maybe I can compare it with Infosys, HCL, Mindtree, etc. Precedent transaction analysis, historically any IT company in India, large cap, have been purchased or sold. So I can use that particular valuation to arrive at value of TCS. So we learn about that precedent transaction analysis, that is historical transaction analysis. Then next we have module number 9. This is football field analysis. So this is a typical football field. I've taken this picture from internet. This is not the part of the curriculum, this image. We do our own thing, but I don't want to make it overly complex over here. So this is how a football field looks like, where we have valuations, 52-week trading range, valuation using different methods, and the current market price and the acquisition price. Okay, this is basically summary of the entire valuation. Then we have DCF. It's very extensive. Almost we invest around 20-25 hours developing this model. So a lot of almost 6 to 7 hours I spent just to create the foundation for DCF. Then we start working on Coca-Cola. So this is the company we try to value. Pretty simple company, stable company, have been into existence from last many centuries. So we try to forecast its revenue, P&L, fixed asset, balance sheet, debt schedule, free cash flows. This is where the cash flow part is done. Then cost of debt, cost of equity, weighted average cost of capital, and finally the terminal value and valuation of the company. Then I give you assignment to find value of Colgate, another very mature FMCG company. I give you assignment to find value of this company. Then we move towards LBO model. So LBO is you are buying another company by taking a lot of debt. So it is pretty similar to merger model, but the debt part is really complex. So I give you introduction to LBO. This itself is like 1.5 hours of session. Then we do model setup. Then I give you, like, for LBO purpose, we try to forecast revenue, expenses, cash flow. Debt schedule is very complex, and then we calculate returns. So return attribution analysis is done. How much return is being coming from expansion of EBITDA, how much or maybe profits, how much return is coming from changing in the profitability of the company, and how much EBITDA is coming because of changes of multiple. Then we calculate money on money multiple, or we calculate internal rate of return. So this is LBO model. Then we have oil and gas company modeling. So this is relatively new. I don't think anyone in India is providing this. So it took a lot of efforts to for me to grasp this and then present it in a very simple way. It's very complex. We don't understand the calculation, the denomination is different, the units are different, but there is a lot of demand nowadays. That's why I've introduced it. So we learn about oil and gas company modeling. So it's very complex. So they have different kind of balance sheet. Their assets are different. Their assets are basically the oil rigs, right? So it's a very complex thing. We have to forecast the crude oil prices basis that our profitability will be there. So this is really good. Then real estate model, banking company model, this is all addition that is currently happening. So maybe in some time you will find this. I keep on updating this course, so you will find this 100%. Okay, so this is all about the modules. Other than this, we also provide placements. So in case you are interested in placements, feel free to connect with the team, ask them about the placements. Once you are done with this certification, definitely we can help you to get placed as well. I have created one video 2 weeks ago where I discussed investment banking jobs and salaries. I'll highly recommend you to watch that particular video. Okay, so with that being said, thank you for watching this video. This is Yash signing off. Bye bye. And if you have watched this video till here, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel.